If you ever asked yourself how to short sell your home in Florida, you've come to the right place, although the answers may not be what you expect. Hi, I'm Don Thornton. I'm known as Don the Short Sale Guy because I have spent most of my 20-year career helping over 2,000 homeowners get out from under a bad situation with an upside down house and save their long-term damage to their credit and be able to start life fresh. In this video, I'm going to talk about the stages of doing a short sale in your home in Florida, which includes listing it with a real estate company and getting your financial documents all ready to go, getting it out there and to find a right buyer and to have that trigger the appraisal from the bank, and then working with the bank to do a value dispute, because that appraisal is coming in high. I guarantee you right there, how to get the approval and how to get it closed so you can move on with your life. Why is it important to list a property with a realtor? Well, it's a bank rule. The bank's required to be listed. They want to make sure that the listing agent is making a good faith effort to market the property. Remember, their agenda is not your agenda. Your agenda is just to get it sold, and you want to get out from under it, not to owe anything on it, and then to be able to, not have any out-of-pocket expenses, and then salvage your credit. For them, it's all about getting as much money as they can to mitigate their loss, because usually in a short sale, they're going to be tens of thousands of dollars that they're not going to be able to collect at the short sale closing, that they're going to have to write off and forgive. So their agenda is to get as high a price as possible. Your agenda is to make sure that the property gets sold before it goes to public auction, which really puts the hammer down on your long-term credit consequences. So the bank feels like the listing agent is going to make a good faith effort to get the highest price possible for them. And you need to get your financial documents in place, because they're going to ask you for your pay stubs, tax returns for 2 years, your bank statements, pay stubs, and your tax returns, and then they're going to give you a financial statement that shows what's coming in on your income and what goes out, so you can make sure you have a legitimate financial hardship. We recommend that you work with a company like us because we have the entire package. Our broker is amazing here in Florida. She's had 16 years experience. She and I have been working together since 2006, I believe. And she's got a great negotiations team, and we get these things to work. The most important thing is that our bread and butter, the backbone of our team and our business, is short sales. There's nobody else out there in Florida that has worked them as long as we have and works them as hard as we have, and has helped so many homeowners. So you need to think seriously about working with a company like ours, especially since we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and we've had it since July of 2004. But what we also had is a button down at this corner here of the screen that's to subscribe. And I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel here to make sure you get notified whenever I have a new video come out. Because as you can see, if you're here on watching this video, you know that I like short sales. I'm an expert. And if this interests you, which probably it does since you're on here watching a video about short sales, you can be notified whenever a new one drops. So once the realtor has listed the property and left it open as an open listing, and is showing the property and is trying to cast as wide of a net as possible to get buyers to come in, and you're going to start seeing contracts come in. Now, of course, it's probably not in your interest to take the first offer that comes along, because you want to be able, the realtor wants to be able to show the mortgage company that she made a good faith effort to try to get the highest price possible. And unfortunately, here in Florida, it may be the same way outside of Florida, but I know here that when a property goes on the market, you're going to need a lot of investors that put in lowball offers. So you don't want to just snap at the first one, because then that's going to negatively affect the appraisal, right, and the value dispute. So the next stage, this stage of the process, is to eventually get a good contract, make sure, and this is where your realtor is going to help you out, to make sure that it's a legitimate contract, that it's not some wholesaler trying to assign it to somebody else, not knowing that you can't do that in a short sale. Make sure the proof of funds is valid, interview the mortgage company, or make sure that there's proof, if it's a cash buyer, that the funds are in the account that has been given as proof. and just to make sure that all the addendums are signed and that it's a complete package. Because the number one reason why offers get rejected by the bank is that they're incomplete. And so your listing agent is going to educate you on the importance of making sure to not take an incomplete package. Okay. What's also important is that you go down to the comment section in this video or on YouTube here. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear your opinion about this, whether you like it, you don't like it. If you have any requests to do a video for any certain topics in real estate investing, I love to do requests. So I'd love to have you make a comment. It'd be nice. So after the contract has been accepted and the bank has ordered their appraisal of the property in response to your contract being taken, they're going to, I guarantee you it's going to come in higher than what your offer is. Is there a hard and fast rule about that? No. But in reality, there's subtle pressure put on appraisers by the banks. They know they won't get as many requests for appraisals if they consistently come in on the low end of the spectrum. So we know going into it as an experienced company that it's going to be high. So we know how to do a value dispute to get the bank off that initial high number and get them down to a more reasonable number. Now, as investors, our goal is to try to get it to create equity with our negotiations. But even for you as a homeowner, even just getting it to a cash buyer level is a victory, because then you're not going to have any problem getting contracts. So that's what we're going to be doing. And a value dispute can take about a month. And honestly, this is where most realtors and other companies fail, because they don't know how to do a value dispute. They just think they can just throw some contractor estimates and that's all they need. Actually, it's very, very difficult, and there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, I can tell you right now, we'll send 100+ pages of documentation to support our dispute to win, and if not win, at least get them off that high number, maybe meet them in the middle somewhere, and that's where we really shine. So once that is fixed and we know exactly what the drop dead number is for the bank, they're not going to go any lower than that. When we get the buyer to come up or find another buyer at that price, whichever one it is, the bank will issue a short sale agreement letter, which will have all the terms. It'll say that the certain buyers is allowed to buy the property at the certain price. It will state the fact that any money left over unpaid on your mortgage balance at closing will be written off and forgiven. It will state that you're not going to have any out-of-pocket expenses. The commissions and closing costs will be paid by the bank. And if you live in the property, it will state what kind of seller relocation incentive they're going to give you. At that point in time, you just like a normal transaction, you pick your closing date and you close. So what I'd like for you to do right now is to go down into the description of the video. If you're a homeowner and you are interested in doing a short sale on your home, there's a website there called Don Buys Houses. Click on that. The website has, I don't know, 4 or 5 pages on it, but every page has a very big form that you can fill out, your name, your address, email address, and your phone number, and fill it out and reach out to me, and I will get back to you, and we'll talk about how we can help you with your short sale. If you're an investor and you come upon these types of homeowners a lot where they owe more than what their property's worth, and you don't know what to do that kind of a lead, they need a short sale, but you have no experience and no clue about how to do a short sale, joint venture with us, and we'll help you establish a nice second income stream while we're doing God's work and helping homeowners get out from these really horrible situations and save their credit. And if you're a real estate agent and someone comes to you, a homeowner comes to you and wants you to list their property, you don't have to worry about all that stuff with short sales and pulling your hair out. Just refer it to us and we'll do it for you. We'll get you a 25% commission referral payment at closing. And you don't have to worry about it. You can focus on on the types of transactions that you want to do. Buyer's agent, listing agent, without the complications of a short sale. So I want to thank you for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Thanks.